and UCLA, ready to roll. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Huskers will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. On the run, it's Cox. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Grab near the marker, it's Marshall. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big gain.
And the Bruins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. The give to the tailback. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barney. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found a window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UCLA will go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the Bruins will go for it here on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
They'll toss it to the left. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
With the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now, they get the big stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They had to kick a field goal on their first drive. They really need to punch it in the end zone on this one on 3rd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, UCLA! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Tua lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. The sure hands. It's Marshall. The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a nice looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Cox. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. The Bruins have this offense rolling.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Fighting off the defender.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Going for it all. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bruins! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is in.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete to the right.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He wants to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. Here he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Nebraska, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
Good enough for first down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Huskers have a lot of options on second and inches. He's got it again. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Rides the back and leaves it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on second down. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
On the comeback.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 1. Second down coming up.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Key. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Berger. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UCLA.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
In blue. In blue.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Shaw. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a 1st down.
The Bruins are rolling down the field.
Pound 55 weak. Belly stutter.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Making side adjustments here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He lets it fly. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Barney. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, going RPO on that 2nd down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. He takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
0.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I get it. At this point in the 2nd half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course,
And the ball's free in the backfield. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Whew. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal.
Come on, set.
Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive, David?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Barney. At the 35, he's got room. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and get...
He's going to let it go. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The offense changing the play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
3:25.
The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end now in motion. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He got it. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Navy. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's an easy completion to the tight end on a stick route, but that play later they could pump and then hit the tight end going up the seam for a big one.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Florida State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So
breaks into the open. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Virginia's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The short hands, it's Quinn.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Get it out on the screen. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Noles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Got his man on the right. Across the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets past the marker.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Battle. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Battle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State, offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Montgomery. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Line gets set. 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Field goal is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Montgomery. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Buys a little extra time. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kick is in the air. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Catch in the middle. It's Battle. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Cavaliers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The long-missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Connection to the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun to give to the back. Slithers into space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They're going to ride this running back. Runs for the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Number 7.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Finds his man. It's Montgomery.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looks. You have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Montgomery. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Power football with the run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Keene. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Throws to the back. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Shoots it to the left. And the timing just a hair off.
And And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Keene, looking to take a shot, and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Dumps it to the back. This time on target. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Turning it on. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Virginia, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again.
Let's go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Back to pass. It's Keem. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Navy put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the midshipmen in some time. Anchors away indeed for the boys from Annapolis. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's the handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Line getting set on 2nd down. Got his man to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cavaliers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Florida State, 40. Virginia, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Looking downfield, it's Key. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Give to the running back. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competing.
Here we go. Number 1 faces a serious road test against a top 25 opponent. Can they dodge the upset and keep that number 1 intact? Welcome, folks, to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, the home of the Tulane Green Wave. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 24th ranked team, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Red Raiders will kick this deep to begin the game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quick throw caught on the left side. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
So we got the opening drive. We got a big 3rd down. Why not? Go with that quick slant. It works. It typically does work. And it's a 1st down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. The back's got it. They picked up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Verrier. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the left side. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Movement here from the tight end. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Back-to-back deep shots. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a man. Caught behind the line. It's Gilliam. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Red Raiders pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. What a catch! They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The Red Raiders are in the red zone. Ball handed off. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The short completion of the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Motion now from the tight end. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Could take it all the way. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
When they stop him at the 23, that's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And set. A 10-yard loss on the play. Brings up.
Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. It's a toss to the left side. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is great defensive football. Get out on the edge, use your shoulders, wrap up, and take control of that defender. Use that hit stick for a big loss.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the back gets the football. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Texas Tech. They couldn't stop him there. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
21-0.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That is broken up and incomplete.
Quarterback tried to connect here on the in route, but I'll tell you, the defender does a great job of reading the route and knocking the ball away.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. A play action, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled, but forced down.
RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
It's 3rd and 4. So far, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down this possession. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Receiver in motion now. On the ground, it's Murphy. He's past the marker and still going.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds the receiver wide open. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And the single back takes the handoff, finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. And the Red Raiders looking to cash in the red zone. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Great connection there for 6 points. And now the try here for the extra point. Delivers the touchdown, but gets hammered. You talk about toughness at the quarterback position, Kirk. That was it.
How about the defender who hit the quarterback? How frustrated this guy's got to be. If he's there just a split second earlier, he could have come up with a sack that would have prevented that touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And they'll use the ground game here. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the Texas Tech offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
They've got him down out near the 40.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback keeps the football. Powering through. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was good as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
You know, Chris, this offense has had a big day today. That first half, they seemed to be moving the ball almost every time they had a possession. They were putting points up on the board. Now to start this 3rd quarter, they don't convert here on 3rd down. They have so much confidence. I would be shocked to see them still go for this here.
The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Running back grabs it on a screen, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Now that one didn't go anywhere. They're lucky he even made it back to the line of scrimmage. That one looked bad from the start.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. to bootleg here. They'll try a pass here. Catch made on the right side. They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Bringing pressure. Makes the grab. It's Verrier. They bring him down after a short gain there. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Tight end goes in motion. They'll try to run for the first down. Haslett just runs through a man. A mismatch. They make the stop, and it's a big play. The 31.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second down, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Gilliam. First down, looking for more now. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Red Raiders moving quickly down the field here. They'll try the left side with the toss. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play fake, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the Red Raiders will have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Gilliam. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Hand it off for a draw. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even in a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's now picked off. And the bottom line is if they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket, they have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Wants to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Oh, and he very nearly threw a 4th interception today. He's going to set up 3rd down.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the 4th quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
Now they're running on the toss. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
At the 21, 4th down coming up.
And the punt team now on to kick it away.
On to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 35. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. Looking for a gap, it's Willis. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
What a gain here. Almost picked up a 1st down on a 1st down play. Good job here late in the game of playing hard, dominating football by the offense.
Working clock with the ground game. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll try the right here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Running with purpose. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks free. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.